Introduction to Skit 117. The following skit, entitled Lone Ranger and Tanto, not only introduces the famous television series from the 1950s, but also history and racial attitudes between whites and Indians. Since the 1960s, the cowboys and Indians type of television shows have diminished. The only successful movie of that genre is Dance with the Wolves. However, the Lone Ranger remains a popular colloquialism referring to a person who would do things alone or in his own way. In the following skit, we shall tell a little story about cowboys and Indians as reflected in popular culture today.
The board of directors has decided to let you head our factory in Chicago. You're our troubleshooter.
Those guys over there are all chiefs and no Indians. They're out of control. You will need more than a Lone Ranger. You need an entire cavalry to stabilize the factory and bring some order.
You know you can do it. This is a promotion for you. I recommended you to the board.
You are speaking with forked tongue. Only 6 months ago, you gave me a negative job evaluation. Now you're saying nice things because you know you need me.
I admit my evaluation was a little too harsh before. Let us bury the hatchet and work together for the good of the company.
You mean kiss and make up? Hell no.
You will get a big pay raise and generous moving allowance.
I still have a chip on my shoulder. But if I can bring Bob to Chicago as my sidekick, I would think about it.
It is a deal. You will be the Lone Ranger with the silver bullet. Bob can be your Tanto.
Bob is a great worker, but when the going gets tough, I don't know if I can count on him.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I remember one time we went to a pretty tough black neighborhood to see a movie. As we exited the theater late at night, I said to Bob, "Hey, we need to stick together, okay?" Bob looked at me in the eye and replied, "What do you mean, we, white man?"
That was funny. Come on, you know that Bob was only kidding. Can't you take a joke? He and you know that you either hang together or you hang separately.
All chiefs and no Indians. This means everyone wants to be the chief of the tribe and no one wants to be the brave who does the actual fighting and dying. Speak with forked tongues. Presumably, this is a saying of the Indians. Literally, it is translated as a person who speaks with forked tongues, and figuratively, it refers to a person who does not tell the truth. Bury the hatchet. When the Indian buries his weapon, the hatchet, that means he is making peace. Kiss and make up. Forgiving old grudges and resuming good relations. A chip on my shoulder. The person who carries a chip on his shoulder is one who is still bitter about past grudges or humiliations. Sidekick. A riding companion. In this case, Tanto, the Indian, is the sidekick to the Lone Ranger. Either you hang together or you hang separately. This is a play on the versatile word hang, which we use many times in this book. This original citation, either you hang together or you hang separately, comes from Benjamin Franklin, who exhorted his fellow revolutionaries, "Gentlemen, either you hang together or you hang separately."